Alright, geez Louise, it's already time for the state of my galaxy. Whew. I feel like time is flying by. This is a little side note before I actually get into it, but geez, doing the April state of my galaxy, like it's already May? What the F? I feel like January went by pretty slowly, which was nice. It was like, alright, cool, we don't need to be cruising along. And then February kind of, I wouldn't say cruised, but, it didn't feel super short either. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to make a joke here because it's a short month, but I don't know how to formulate it. But it didn't feel super short. It didn't feel super quick, but not super short either. It was kind of like in between. It was like it was jogging. It wasn't full on running yet. Then March kind of ran. And then April was like full on sprinting. It's trying to win like a 400 meter dash or something. It's like, jeez. I mean, summer's already in 1 month now, basically. This is ridiculous. But anyhow, with that flabbergastedness out of the way, let's just get into my state of my galaxy. So, one thing that I probably am most excited about that has happened is I finally got the Punishing One up to 7 stars. Now this is sick. I got Dengar up to Relic 7, last month or the month before that. And now this ship is where it needs to be. Mostly I did this by, farming the shards out of the store. Where are they? Every time, right here. Anytime that they were up here, I just paid the 320, or I guess it was 400 because it's a ship, and did it to kind of speed run that. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, to make things happen that you're looking to have get done. So that's one cool thing. Now what else have I done? Just today, actually, I've got Malgus up to Relic 7. I'm not going to stop here. My plan is to take Malgus to Relic 9. I don't think there's any real reason to do this, other than that Darth Revan and Darth Malik need to be Relic 9 for the Leviathan. So eventually I'll get working on them, and I figure, he's going to be the leader, especially in Grand Arena with his 3 Omicrons and stuff. So I'm like, if those 2 are Relic 9, he might as well be Relic 9 as well. So Relic 7's a good stopping point, though. It's solid power and such. But yeah, I'm going to keep going slowly, get him to Relic 9. Jar Jar, as you know, if you've been paying attention to these, I've been hating on him a little bit because, not that I don't like Jar Jar. I'm not part of the camp that hates Jar Jar. I actually always kind of liked Jar Jar. But what I don't like is how he sucks in this game. It's frustrating. He's easily the worst Gungan out of all of them in this game. And to make things worse, he is a legendary. You need to have all the other 4 Gungans at Relic 5 to be able to access his event. And then his event is hard. As we know, the 3rd tier and the last tier are pretty dang hard. And it's all that just for this. Just for a super, not even mid character. He kind of just straight up sucks. And it's just frustrating that, 1, that's the case. And 2, that, the Gungans as a whole really aren't that bad. I like my other Gungans. I use them pretty regularly in Grand Arena. And they pretty typically win. But then you got this doofus who just, I don't care about him. But anyways, I'm only talking about him because I have been kind of working on him. As you can see, he's at 4/6 of his, whatever these are called, to get him up to relic status. And this one's almost there too. I just need to farm 45 more of those things and he'll have this one. So he's kind of close to relic status. It's not because I'm excited to get him up to there. It's just, it's been happening by default. Additionally, I gave him his 2nd Omicron. I don't remember which one it was. Might have been this one. I feel like it was short. Yeah, it was probably this one because that's nice and short. Again, I don't really want to be working on him. I don't care about him. And the irony is, right now, there is a Grand Arena going on, but it's 3v3. So I'm not even really using him to be able to take advantage of these Omicrons, because, I'd really only be taking advantage of these in a 5v5. I'm not going to use him in a 3v3. 1, he sucks, and 2, I'm going up against relic teams, obviously. I don't want to have a gear 12 on my squad. But I only gave it to him because I didn't know who else to give it to. I looked at everyone else's Omicrons, and I'm like, nobody's really jumping out at me. Oh yeah, that's the one I want. So I was like, whatever. Just give it to him, I guess. Eventually, maybe it'll come in handy in Grand Arena or something. So, yeah. Anyways, another one that I got up to relic status this month was him. I've been working on Death Trooper Peridia as well. The reason for that is because of the assault battle that they have. You need to have 3 of them, Captain Enoch, Night Trooper, and Death Trooper Peridia, and so I only had Night Trooper, or is it Night Trooper? Whatever it is, before. But by itself, it just can't win. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to start working on this guy too. At least then I'll have 2 of them. But I eventually also worked on Captain Enoch. Not that I wanted to, but they still sucked. So I was like, maybe they just need a leader ability. But in order to get this leader ability, I had to work on him. So, you know, he's sitting at almost gear 12. All of these things I can't give him until he's 7-star. So he's gear 12 until he's 7-star. So just like with Punishing One, I am trying to actively farm him. I'm only at 5-star. It's going to take a while, but when it gets there, then I'll be able to at least get him a little beefier. But in the meantime, at least for the squad's purposes, they have a leader ability and they're doing a lot better. I was able to win, I think, the first 2 tiers of the assault battle. I can't get too far because Captain Enoch, you know, you need, it's certain requirements. I think the 3rd tier is 7-star, and he's only 5-star, so I can't even enter that tier, but still. What else have I added up here? Oh, yes. I forgot I was skipping a whole row. So, Darth Sion. I got Darth Sion up to relic status. The reason for this is, one, it's something I've been thinking about doing for a very long time. I mean, he is part of the Sith Triumvirate. And I always thought it was kind of funny. I have Treya and Nihilus, both at only relic 5. I do need to get them to relic 7 someday. But still, they're at relic 5. And then here was Sion at gear 12. It just seemed very unfitting. So I've been thinking about it forever. And then recently I had nobody to really farm anything for, because everybody's at relic status that's favorited, other than this doofus, and I didn't care enough about him, like I've been saying. So I looked through my gear 12 options, and I was like, who the F am I going to work on? And then as I was looking, I was like, well, looks like the coolest one would be Sion, so Sion ended up winning. Likewise, he's not the only one that had that scenario this month. Paplu also had this. Paplu was the first one I got to relic status for no reason, because I didn't want to work on Jar Jar. And yeah, I figured I'd choose him because my Ewoks, I only have 3 Ewoks that are beefy. It's Wicket, Nisa, and Chief Chirpa. And anytime I go somewhere like a Galactic Challenge or a Grand Arena or something, if it's 3v3, we're fine. But if it's 5v5, I'm just not equipped enough. So I figured, well, maybe I should start working on some Ewoks and get them a little beefier. Then I can have a full team that's a lot more solid than just 3 relics and then 2 gear 12s. So for now, Paplu won. He had the most gear filled out. He had the full left side, all 3 of those filled in. So I was like, well, I guess you're my winner. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's annoying. Anyhow, what else? Kyle Katarn. I think I did him last month, right? It's difficult to know who to work on. I'm always thinking about who I want to work on next for relics, and like my ideas bounce all over the place. I probably should do him because he is a requirement for Starkiller, and I do want to get Starkiller sometime soon. So, you know, if I get him up to where he needs to be, that's one more requirement. Then all I'd have to do is Darth Talon, and then I'd finally be able to go get Starkiller. But I don't remember if I got him up this month or last month, so that's why I'm just kind of recapping him. Jedi Knight Guardian. I think nothing's changed on her. Just, I'm working on her just for like the memes. I should get her to Relic 7 sometime soon. It'd be funny, but you know. Yeah, so I guess that's about it that's going on with like my main squad up here. Now, as far as down here, I think I had a couple of increases. You know, some characters I was able to unfavorite. Oh yeah, obviously, one of them was Master Qui-Gon. I finally got him to Relic 9, so that was cool. Took a while, obviously, but finally got there, which was cool. Now, because I have both Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan at Relic 9, I can do the assault battle with them and do the whole thing, every single tier, so that's pretty cool. Now that I'm thinking about it too, Padawan Obi-Wan, I think he was the first Omicron. I had 2 Omicrons this month, and I couldn't remember for the longest time. I was trying to think and plan it out before I started this video. I couldn't remember who the first one was I did. It was him, I think. Pretty sure it was him. I gave him the Omicron because I wasn't too fond of it, because while in Conquests, and I was like, ugh, that's stupid. But the reason I chose it is because, well, one, obviously, look at all this. There's a lot that happens. So even though it's specific to just Conquest, it seems like it's a huge boost. And second, Conquest, you know, they always have random feats. You know, win this many battles with Jedi. Win this many battles with Galactic Republic. Do this with no tanks in your squad. Well, you know, he's an attacker. Padawan Obi-Wan's an attacker, so I could make like an attacker squad. And I just thought maybe this Omicron could have a lot of utility and help me like achieve more feats a lot more easily. So that's why I gave it to him. Anyhow, back to checking out the list. Oh, yep, I just thought of another one now that I saw Grievous. As I say every month, I still want to get Wampa and Grievous a little beefier too. I'd kind of just like to get them both to Relic 9 just because they both have their own utility. Wampa is great in Grand Arena because of his Omicron, so obviously getting him to Relic 9 is only going to make things better. And Grievous, I want to get him beefier because the more, health he has, the more damage output he does. So, obviously, if he's Relic 9, then that's capping out his health potential. But it's just difficult when I have so many other characters to work on. Anyways, I think also... Man, there's a lot of Omicrons I'm thinking of. There's no way I got this many Omicrons this month, but I just thought of 2 more Omicrons that I recently got. I don't think they were this month, but... I don't know. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. I totally forgot. So I gotta find 2 characters because they go hand in hand. I gotta tell you the story about them. Yeah, so this definitely happened this month as well. Maybe I got 3 Omicrons this month. I didn't realize that. Because I know I got Cal Kestis' Omicron. On the surface, it's kind of useless. It's just Ahsoka Fulcrum's solo Omicron effects are no longer disabled when she has allies. This effect persists through defeat. So basically what this does is makes it so that Ahsoka's Omicron is always, like, you know how normally it only works good when she's by herself? Kind of like Wampa's Omicron for Grand Arena. Well, this one, it'll still have the same effects while she's with a full team. So I thought that could be kind of cool. And so, did I get Cal up to Relic 7 this month as well? Maybe I did. I don't remember doing that. I just remember the Omicron. But anyways, as such, because I beefed up his Omicron, I figured, well, I might as well make her better too. There's no sense in having her have the potential to be beefier while not being beefier. So I got her to Relic 7 as well. Where is she? Here she is. So I got her to Relic 7 as well. She was Relic 5, got her to Relic 7. That way then we can max out her Omicron, which is for Territory Wars, and it does all this crap, you know, the extra health and blah, blah, blah. It's almost like a Wampa thing. Anyhow. And then, speaking of Omicrons, Seer Junda, did I do her this month as well, or was that last month? I don't think I talked about giving it to her, so I don't remember. I could have just forgot last month, or maybe I did this month as well. There's no way I got 4 Omicrons in 1 month, though. That'd be crazy. Yeah, Rolling Grand Arenas. I wanted to give her Omicron because anytime I go up with her, go up against her, and she has an Omicron, it always seems pretty difficult. So I was like, well, it must be a good option then. Might as well do it. Which, I mean, it does all this crap, but it also works. It says if there's no Galactic Legends. Allies. Never mind. I was thinking of enemies, so I was like, that's the only caveat. But never mind. I guess it would work against GLs too, as long as there's no GLs on the team. Which kind of seems pointless. Why would you put a GL on the team? The whole point is they're supposed to be OP by themselves. Let's see. What else we got? Man, there's a lot of surprise stuff that I keep forgetting about, but as I'm going through here, it's like, oh yeah. Not to make any puns there with how I was just making jokes about, oh yeah, but I did just think of another thing. It was, screw this, I'm just gonna do it this way. I got, where the heck is he? Oh, there he is. I got IG 100 Magnagard up to Relic 7 as well, too. These characters, basically the Separatist droids, I've been thinking about getting them beefier for the longest time. One, like I keep saying, I want to do Grievous. But the rest of the team was like just Relic 5, and I always felt like, man, that's really hindering them not being at least Relic 7 as a full faction, a full squad. So I've been deciding to slowly get this done. So I got a couple months ago, I did Droidica, now I did Magna Guard. I figure I'll work on a couple characters up in my favorited list, and then once I get that down, I'll come back and do B2, and then do more on my favorited list, and come back and do B1, and at least everybody will be Relic 7. So it'll take a while, but they'll get there. Kelleran Beck. I'm not sure if I got him to Relic status. I mean, Relic 7 this month, or if it was last month. I don't remember. Whenever it was, though, it was sometime recent. So that's cool. Anything else in here? Man, there was a lot. I didn't even remember any of this. It's just coming back to me as I'm making this video. There's also a whole bunch of characters that I worked on their mods. Not like it really matters, but I did have a lot of mod upgrades as well. Yeah, that might be it, because now we're kind of getting into the weeds. You know, these are all just Relic 5 and stuff. I don't think there's anybody new down here that I worked on. Yeah, Hera. I should work on her as well, especially because she has that Omicron. Alright, yeah, so that's probably it. I've been thinking about working on Plo Koon as well. That's for 1, his ship, and 2, I think it's for the Naboo raid while I was thinking of doing this. Anyways, speaking of mods, I did work on some random Gear 12 characters mods. IG, he's got a purple mod and stuff. I did that just as a joke, because he was like in last place down here. I was like, oh, poor IG. Let me beef you up a little bit. I recently worked on Stormtroopers mods. As you can tell, those are 6 dot. The only reason I worked on Stormtroopers mods is because I think Stormtrooper is part of the squad, or at least I use Stormtrooper as part of the squad for Moff Gideon. So I was like, well, it's not Relic, but I can at least add a tiny bit of bonuses to it by beefing up its mods. Let's see. Log Rays also get the mods up to 6 dot. Who else is a useless Gear 12? Nope, these are our relics. Maybe that's it. And then there's a whole bunch of mods that I did work on, like more, blue and all that. I don't remember who. I don't even think I could remember. Well, actually, Finn was all green, so I got 4 of them to blue. But yeah, I don't even think I can remember about getting anybody to gold status. Never mind something random like blue or whatever. But yeah, I have been doing a lot of work on mods. Anyways, that might be it for characters. Did we get anybody new this month? Oh yeah, we got Apo and CX2. Where's Apo? Here's Apo. We got Apo this month. Looks just like a regular Stormtrooper, but dark side. And we got CX2, who's like some hardcore commando. Kind of reminds me of an outfit from like Saints Row 4. Like you could customize your character to look like this, and it was supposed to be like a knockoff of Django or something. But since it's not licensed, they can't make it look exactly like it. Anyhow, oh, we also have some cool new things coming along as well. We have this new character that'll be coming soon, SM33. Watch this, he can get taller. And we also have, at the same time, Disguised Clone Trooper. That's kind of cool. Really does look like a Jedi and all that. Oh yeah, I forgot, besides those marquee characters that we unlocked, I should say, unlocked another Conquest character. It was, Moff Gideon, whatever he's called, the Armored Moff Gideon. Where in the world is he? There he is. Jeez, he blends in with the rest of them. So yeah, another character that's pretty cool to unlock, but I don't think I'm going to be working on them anytime soon. I have so many Conquest characters that I just haven't worked on. Moff Gideon, Admiral Trench, Ben Solo, where's he at? Terran Malicos, Boba, Cyan, and Jango. It's not that I don't want to work on them, it's just I don't really have a need to, and there's all these other characters that I have to work on. I mean, coming up pretty soon, though, there are some cool ones that I'm going to be unlocking. I mean, you know, it's going to be a few. What is this, 50 to 80? That's 80, so you get 20, so that's 4 more Conquests, and I'll have Darth Bane. Well, Darth Bane's cool. I'll definitely work on him when I unlock him. I hear it's not ideal to use him as a C lifter, but C sucks so much that I'm just going to use him as a lifter, and maybe C will finally be good. And then I'm also thinking Queen Amidala I might work on because, well, A, she's obviously good with Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, and 2, she's going to be good in the Naboo raid. Obviously, the Gungans are really good there, and she's going to be good there as well. And if we're still doing the Naboo raid by the time I unlock her, you know, I don't know if there'll be a new raid out or what by then. But if we are, then this will just be valuable for me to have her beefed up. I mean, I guess if we're working on a new raid, then I probably won't care as much, because I really want to work on her for the raid. So, if not, then I guess I won't work on her. But otherwise, those two will be working on. Lutheran Rail, I don't really care about him. I'm not going to work on him when I get around to unlocking him. I mean, it's a while away anyways, but Darkside Rey, though, definitely do want to work on her because she's a Kylo lifter. So, obviously, that's a positive. So yeah, and speaking of Conquest characters, this is a Conquest character. It seems kind of goofy, but he's the next Conquest character. A droid that kind of looks like a repurposed K2SO. I mean, look, I'm not like this, but when he gets tall, he looks like K2SO. Very K2SO-y. Alright. Enough dicking around with this, though. Let's go back to the ships. I don't think anything at all happened in here other than my punishing one, which is pretty cool. Oh, I guess by default, I didn't even think of this. This ship got stronger too because of Malgus. I totally forgot about that. Normally that's on my mind when I'm working on a character. I think about the ship as well. I totally forgot about that, but yeah. So that got beefier too. What is the power rating of this one? 77. Why? I don't get it. They're both Relic 7. They're both a ship. I don't know. But anyways. Just trying to see if there's anybody that I worked on Relic-wise that I forgot about whose ship might be better now because of that. Yeah, Raven's Claw. Raven's Claw is a confusing situation. So I don't think I had this beefed up before, but once I got Kyle Katarn to relic status, I figured I'd work on the ship as well. But it's a confusing situation because I don't know if this is a good ship for Rebels. Like, I don't know if I should use this or not. I typically don't, but I don't know if I should. But anyways, since he has a ship, it'll be cool when I get him more beefy because that'll obviously affect the ship as well. And then, where the heck is it? Oh yeah, the Marauder. I'm working on the Marauder as well. I'm kind of excited about the Marauder because I know that this is like a negotiator lifter ship in a way, if you will. But at the same time, I haven't worked on any of the crew, as you can see. So when I get this thing to 7-star, it's either just gonna sit there as a basic boring ship, or I'm gonna have to start working on all the crew to really max this thing out. I don't know. I hear it's worth it though, so maybe I will have to do that, but it's just not very attractive to do. Ugh. Yeah, and anyways, as far as ships go, I have all of them, except for these two, Leviathan and Profundity. Which, Leviathan I wouldn't mind getting, you know, it's the meta. But I don't really have very much of the requirements. Where Profundity, I actually have a lot more of the requirements, but I don't like Profundity. I feel like it's the third best ship. It goes, in my opinion, it goes Leviathan, Executor, and then the Profundity. So I'm like, ugh, I want to work on that. But let's see. Where's, yeah, no, that's the wrong journey guide. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the real journey guide. Journey guide, there you go. Ooh, new mace. That's cool. Here we go. Yep. So, see, this one, I have 10 out of 14. Those are the 4 requirements I need. Bistan to Relic 5, Jin to Relic 5, Cassian to 8, and Radis to 9. So it's like, okay, that's relatively easy. Where this one, it's like, ooh, exactly half. I gotta work on Sortie, I gotta get Bastilla beefier, get HK beefier, Maul beefier, Sith Trooper. Like, that's a lot of work still. But the ship's obviously way better, so I don't know. And it's difficult, too, to work on all those other things when I have a full roster right here that I'm trying to work on. Whoops, right here. All these favorite characters. So I'm like, I don't want to add more to my list. Gotta get these ones done. So, I don't know. Anyways, before I go, I had one last thing I want to take a look at. Because there's some kind of a cool event coming up. Right here. Revenge of the Sith promotional event. Not entirely sure what this means, if it's for new players or what. It looks like all it does is give you like basic shards of characters that a lot of people could easily have at 7-star for a while now. But, I don't know. Some kind of goofy little event coming up. And, yeah, it looks like his event's coming up soon too, a week. Anyways, I guess that's it. I think that's my entire State of My Galaxy. How much money do I have? Let's just go over that real quick. How do I find that? Go to store. Whoa, I got a lot more than I thought. 2.12 billion? When did that happen? 2,120,653,887 credits. Imagine that was real life money. Whew! I'd be doing good. And my GP is getting there. It is, wait. My GP is 10,678,005. So, basically 10 5/8 million. So that's cool. Getting close to 11. That'll be cool. Because for some weird reason, my goofy guild puts the note that says, come on, scroll over there. That says, oh god. That says, fun but active, 11 plus million GP, which I don't understand why that is even the requirement. Because here's our leader, okay? And our leader is sitting at just over 10 million. This guy just hit 10 million GP, basically, probably last week, maybe 4 days ago. And yeah, he's putting us the banner we need to be at 11 plus million GP. Like, what? You don't even make sense. So, anyways, at least when I hit the 11 million, I'll be, what's the word I'm looking for? Adequate enough according to the guild standards. Anyways, that is all I got for this month. So, thanks for checking this out with me. Hopefully I have a lot of cool stuff that happens next month too. Maybe some more fun Omicrons, more relic status characters. Maybe I can clean up this favorited list and get going on other things such as Leviathan requirements or something. And yeah, until then, I said see ya.